The Springfield Art Association's Executive Director, Betsy Dollar, is here with an easy holiday project you can make at home. So what supplies do we need for this one?
You need to make the dough, which is 2 cups of flour, 1 cup of salt, 2 tablespoons of vegetable oil, and 1 cup of water.
Okay.
And then it is essentially Play-Doh.
Yes.
It can be air dried, but it's not as strong, but it can be baked for an hour at 250 and become very strong. You can also color it with food coloring, or you can paint your ornaments later.
You can paint it after they come out of the oven so that you can write names, or in this one, I see that you've added a little bit of glitter.
Yes, I found the glitter yesterday in the studio.
That's great. Okay, perfect.
So you have all the traditional holiday shapes,
yes,
like, you know, the stocking and that kind of stuff. But you can go rogue.
Yes.
You can, I have a friend who has a dinosaur tree,
yes,
so I make her dinosaurs, or I have wild animals, which are buffalo and moose,
yes,
and bear.
And in a surprise to no one, my tree is mostly marine animal fish themed, and I do have fish cookie cutters.
Cool.
So more than likely I will be making some fish.
Right. So there are hundreds of cookie cutters out there. Everybody has something, and almost anything can pass as an ornament. So right now I'm doing buffalo and bear.
I think I've made a dinosaur over here.
Okay, cool.
And then is this poker to make the hole?
Yeah, you want to make sure it has a hole so you can hang it when you're done, when it's
That's finished. A really good idea. And I imagine when you bake, it's probably going to squeeze together a little bit. So you probably want to make sure that that hole is wide enough to thread through. And then you were telling me before the segment, you can also make 3D. If you don't want to use a cookie cutter press, you can actually mold this just like modeling clay and make whatever you want.
Right. So, for example, if you wanted to do a really quick little snowman, you can make
That's a great idea.
3 balls.
And then if you were to make a snowman like we are right now, would you bake this laying flat on its side, or would you want to stand this up?
No, I'd bake it standing up, and I'd probably bake it a little bit longer just because it's very thick.
Sure, that makes sense. So you want to make sure that that dough gets hardened.
Right.
And I bet you with a little bit of water, you could probably smooth out the...
Right.
My edges are a little rough.
And you can get it, with a little bit of water, get it to stick together a little better, too.
And then the tricky part, I feel like, is going to be making his little hat.
Right. You can also, you know, do things like noses and eyes and buttons and stuff.
Right. Or perhaps if you don't want to do the buttons and eyes and things like that, you could put, you could do it afterwards with a little bit of paint. If you're not able to shape them, I'll make a little hat for him. Well, Betsy, thank you so much for being here and for teaching us all of these fantastic crafts. And if anybody is interested in coming and doing workshops, where can they find you?
At springfieldart.org under samplers, and we have all kinds of card making, ornament making, gingerbread houses, glass blowing. We have a bunch of glass blowing. I think we have stained glass mittens.
Oh, wow.
So a wide array of ornaments there as well. So check it out under samplers at Springfield Art. And if you can't sign up online, just give us a call at 217-523-2631.
Wonderful. Well, thank you so much for being here and sharing all of this with us.